Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, today I have a little get ready with me makeup tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys how to recreate the look you saw in the intro using a bunch of my favorite products from Sephora. So jumping straight into the tutorial, I'm starting off with my eyes already primed. I have 2 pieces of tape on the sides just to help give me a nice crisp edge. And the very first shade that I'm buffing back and forth is the transition shade. I'm using a light brown warm eyeshadow from the Sephora Pro eyeshadow palette and a fluffy blending brush from Morphe just to buff that back and forth into the crease. After that, I'm going into a slightly darker, more of like an orange shade, more of like a brown orange shade I would say, but it is a little bit darker than the first shade. And as you can see, I'm being a little bit more precise with this shade, applying it right below the transition. I'm using that to start to add a little bit of depth and dimension into my crease area. And then here I'm going in with an even fluffier blending brush with no product on it just to buff out the edges and blend both of the shades together. So next up, I'm going in with the Anastasia Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. I wanted like a reddish toned shade to go into the crease to really deepen it up, and the Sephora Pro didn't really have the shade that I was looking for, so I jumped into the Soft Glam, and I'm using that on a more precise blending brush. And as you can see, I'm applying that on the outer V and also directly into my crease area. After that, I'm going in with yet another even more precise brush and picking up a dark brown from the Sephora Pro eyeshadow palette. And this shade is going to go even further out on the outer V and then more directly into the crease once again. So basically, we're kind of bringing the shades from the brow bone down, getting a little bit darker with each shade and slowly deepening and defining that crease area so that when we create our cut crease, it will already be in process. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm using the Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer, and what I like to do is apply a little bit right by my lash line and then look up. And then you guys saw it just created a little bit of a line in my crease, which gives me a guide of where to cut my crease. I'm using a flat concealer brush to do this, and I'm just following right along where that line fell in my crease area and blending that out over the top of my lid. And then once I have that cut and kind of set up how I like, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my lid shade. So I'm using this beautiful golden bronze shade from the Sephora Pro eyeshadow palette. If you have not picked up any of the Sephora Pro eyeshadow palettes, I would highly recommend them. The quality on these palettes is bomb. All of the mattes blended out beautifully, and as you can see, the shimmer is super pigmented and absolutely beautiful. So I'm just applying that right on top of the concealer and then going back into my Soft Glam eyeshadow palette, picking up that reddish shade and applying that right on top of the transition between the shimmer and the matte, just to make sure that everything blends together nicely. Here I'm further cutting my crease. I'm using an angle brush and I'm picking up the dark brown and I'm just applying it right directly into my crease area where the shimmer shade meets the matte, just to, like I said, further define my crease area and further kind of cut that area. I wanted it to be a little bit more dramatic, so I decided to go in with this step and apply the shadow down and then blend it upwards. And then you're gonna see here, I'm going back in with that same precise blending brush and just blending over it, no additional product, but just making sure that everything has a nice and seamless transition. So once I have everything blended, I'm going to go ahead and apply my liner and lashes off camera. For today's lash, I'm going to be using the Lily Lash for Sephora. I'm using the style Miami, which has been one of my favorites. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and applied those. And then we can go ahead and move on to the face. So first up, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Primer. I am obsessed with this primer. If you guys have been watching my videos, you already know. I love using this as a moisturizer and just as a first step for my base. And then after that, I'm going in with the FARSALI Skin Tune Blur. This primer right here is a little bit pricey, but it definitely helps to blur the skin. If you have large pores like I do, it works amazing just for blurring and smoothing the skin. And then after that, for foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Soft Focus Matte, I think, or Soft Matte Foundation. I'm using it in the shade 345, which is one of their newer shades and definitely matches me a lot better than my previous shade 370. So I'm buffing that out with a Sigma brush, and then I am going to go in and add another layer. I feel like one layer of this foundation is going to give you a really nice natural finish, But you guys already know I love me a nice full coverage finish, so I'm adding in another layer. And then once I have it kind of blended and pressed into the skin, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just further blend and smooth everything out, pick up any extra product, and just make sure that everything looks nice and seamless. So next up is concealer. I'm jumping back to my Too Faced Sculpting Concealer, and I'm using the shade Sand, which is the same shade that I used to cut my crease. And I'm just applying that on all of my normal areas that I would conceal, under my eyes, down the center of my face, and blending it out. This sponge is actually from e.l.f. Super affordable. You can find it at Target and also on the Ulta website. It's only $5, but I have been obsessed with this sponge ever since I got it. This sponge that I'm using is also from e.l.f. and I'm using this one to apply my powder. I'm using the Huda Beauty baking powder in the shade Blondie and just applying that right on top of where I just blended out all of my concealer to bake. And then after that, I'm also going to go in with the Cover FX matte setting powder in the shade Medium, another one of my absolute favorites. I have repurchased this so many times I have lost count, but I'm just applying this on all of the other areas of my face. As you can see, it doesn't really change the color of my foundation, but it's just going to help to further set and lock everything into place and make sure that it's not moving throughout the day. And while all of that is baking, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. Bam, with the power of editing, we're good to go there. And then to set my face again, I'm going in with the CoverGirl Full Spectrum Powder Foundation. This is not from Sephora. I'm just realizing even after I sat and edited this entire video that I used this powder. Definitely not from Sephora, but I'm going to let it slide because it's one of my favorites that I have literally been obsessed with ever since it came out. So jumping back up to the eyes, I went ahead and did my lower lash line off camera because I pretty much just applied a black liner and the same shades that I used in my crease to my lower lashes to blend it out. And then I went ahead and highlighted my inner corner with a highlighter from Fenty Beauty, hit my lower lashes with some mascara, and now we're moving on to bronzer. So another Fenty Beauty product here, I'm using the Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie, another one of my recent obsessions. These bronzers are bomb. If you are a woman of color and have been having a hard time finding a bronzer, I would highly, highly recommend the ones from Fenty. And then for blush, I'm going in with a matte shade from the Sephora Blush and Contour Palette, another one of my absolute faves. I might as well stop saying absolute faves because obviously these are all of my favorites from Sephora, but as you can see, this blush is stunning. And then to set everything in place, I'm going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray and just completely pretty much bathing in that. And then we're jumping back to the Fenty Beauty highlighter. This one is in the shade Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. I pretty much just mix both of them together and I'm applying them to my cheekbones, down the center of my face, my nose, cupid's bow, all the areas that, you know, I typically highlight. This highlighter is beautiful. It's the only one that I own from Fenty, but ever since I purchased it, I definitely want to pick up more. So let me know down below what some of your favorite shades are that I should pick up. And then last but not least, we have lips. So I'm using this gel lip liner from Sephora, which is so smooth and creamy, and I'm just applying that all over to line my lips. And then for lipstick, I'm using this matte lipstick from Fenty in the shade Single. Now it was a little bit lighter than I expected, so I just went in with my finger and kind of blended it with the lip liner a little bit. And then I'm going to pop on a gloss as well. This is the Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. I'm just going to apply that right on top, and that is going to complete the look. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. You of course got a sneak peek of how everything was going to come together in the intro. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching me recreate this kind of summery glam makeup tutorial situation. All of the products that I use in this video will be listed and linked for you guys down below in the description box and can be purchased at Sephora. So that is all that I have for you guys for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure that you subscribe if you are new on your way out. Definitely don't forget to do that. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video.